My name is Kunji, and this is Cooking with Kunji. Today, beautiful sunny Florida. For now, I've got the smoker going, and what I'm gonna do right now is some turkey breast. Last video I did some turkey legs, so being as it's turkey season, I'm gonna be doing turkey a whole bunch of different ways. Today I got some turkey breast. One of the turkey breast was brined, and a homemade brine that I put together myself, and it's been brining for 24 hours, so just taking it out, looking good. Also had one that I injected and marinated with some Reggae spice, sweet and sassy, the wet jerk marinade. On top of these rubs today, I'm going to be using the booyah Jamaican seasoning. Alright, so totally going to be amplifying the spice on these turkey breasts. Not going to be, a bland flavor that, certain people just try to stay away from when it comes to turkey. So stay tuned, see how I do this. Macarena board. So these breasts, what I'm doing is dusting them with some Reggae spice booyah seasonings. Before that, I'm gonna spritz them with some olive oil aerosol spray, and that's to, one, give it a coating, a protective coating so it doesn't dry out, and two, helps the rub to stick to the meat. During the process, as I said before, I'm going to be using some melted butter infused with some herbs, and that's going to be what I'm using to keep the skin crisp and the bird moist. All right, stay tuned. So looking at my turkey breasts right now, they're looking good, and I'm just gonna be drizzling them with a little butter and herb glaze that I made. And you don't want to brush these because you don't want to get rid of the seasoning and the herb and the spices that you already have on there. And I'm really just trying to crisp the skin up. So just drizzle it and let that butter do its magic on the outside, crisp up that skin and lock in that flavor and that moisture. Same thing on the other one. Locking in that moisture and that flavor. Trying to get that skin to get nice and crispy. We don't want rubbery skin on your poultry. And that tends to happen if you cook it at lower temperatures and the skin is allowed to dry out. Oh, that looks beautiful. Right now we're just giving it a little drizzle again with some of this butter. So right now my temps are looking pretty good, almost even. That's a decent read on both the breasts. The larger one, of course, is cooking a little slower, but that is expected. This is the one that is brined. This is the one that's injected. The injected one is smaller, so I'm not sure if it's the injection or the size. I think it's more the size that's causing it to cook a little bit fast. So right now my smaller turkey breast is cooked. It's ready. It's at an internal temp of 170. The other one is at 160 right now, so we're gonna wait a few minutes, and that should get up to 165 in about a half hour or so. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna drizzle it one more time with the butter, just to, you know, keep that skin moist, keep the turkey moist and the skin crispy. That's what we're going for. So no brushing, just drizzling. It's been 4 hours. One of the breasts already done. Still waiting for the second one, which is the larger one, to come up to temp. It's at 163 right now, so it shouldn't be much longer, and then we'll get it off. We'll cut into those breasts and you guys can see what they look like. I'm gonna taste them. I'm gonna see how juicy they are, how dry they are, whatever it is. But I really want to see the difference between the brine and the injected. I know I could brine and then inject, but I wanted to do a, you know, just a comparison between the different styles of, you know, pre-seasoning your turkey breast, because it, you know, they are difficult meats to get a lot of flavor into. So we're gonna see how this Reggae spice booyah seasoning did, as well as the wet marinade, the sweet and sassy wet marinade on one of the breasts, and then we'll show you guys how they look. So right now, guys, I'm at the end of the cook. This took us about 4 hours for the really huge breast here, and this was the one that I brined. The other one that I injected, already done. See, I have it cut up here, and this turkey is really, really juicy. So I'm gonna take out a middle piece here, and you can see that, look at it, lots of juice, lots of flavor from that injection. You can see the hole that the injector put in there, but so much flavor in there. And guys, I'm just gonna go ahead now, cut up the one that we brine, and I'm gonna see what the difference in flavor is. You can tell that this has, you know, the flavor of the injection in certain spots. And remember, I did use the Reggae spice rub, the wet marinade underneath the skin of the one that I injected and on top, and then dusted it with the booyah. So right now I'm gonna cut the breast off of the carcass here, and I'm just cutting along the bone. Try to get this breast off and as whole as possible. And look at this one. This is the one that was brined, and after that 4-hour cook in the smoker, still as juicy as ever. Ooh. So if you're looking at this one, you can see one that was brined, super juicy all the way through. A brine is always going to be my go-to way to make a turkey. So guys, thank you for watching this video today. Steps and ingredients are going to be down in the description below. Both turkey breasts, super flavorful. The one that I injected and marinated with the wet marinade, it's got a lot of flavor on the outside and in certain parts of the meat, but it's not as juicy as the one that I brine for 24 hours and then smoke. Brine has always been my go-to way. I really just wanted to try the injection method and see how it worked, but you know, it's still good. I mean, it's definitely still enjoyable. And the booyah rub, that booyah Jamaican seasoning, so good. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video, and check out the recipe.